Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Marty and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Marty's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give here at school is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Marty's going to come home with his very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now he's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done, and the first exercise that they're going to be demonstrating for us is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking without dragging you down the street, and the command is Marty, heel.
Marty, heel.
Now at this point, Marty has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with his trainer and ultimately with you. When you are walking with him, he should walk with you at your pace on your left. He should be paying attention more to you than everything that's going on around him, and when you stop walking, he has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So if you're walking and you're stopping to cross traffic or talk to someone on the street, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for his next command. And he's doing a great job of focusing on Rich and paying attention to what he's supposed to do. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and it is a one-word command. The long sit-stay, when you're practicing at home, start out at about 30 seconds. You're going to work all the way up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him as an additional distraction, ending back up at heel position, which is where everything starts and stops. So when you get back to his shoulders, he expects to get another command, and Rich told him to heel again. And you can practice these skills indoors as well as outdoors. I do recommend that you practice indoors. This makes him use his brain, and it reinforces good behavior, and it gives him a way to express himself in a positive way. So Rich leaves him again in another sit-stay, and this is a self-control exercise that you can practice right in your living room. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to call him, and this is the come on command. It's Marty, come. And we keep it a little bit low-key with him because it's easy for him to get overstimulated and come barreling into you. And we want him to always be self-control, focus, maturity. These are all the things that we're working on. He does require someone who he respects, so you're going to have to be a little tough with him in the beginning, and Rich is going to be there to help you with all of that on Saturday. Nice automatic sits. Now, he's going to leave him again in another sit-stay. You turn to face the dog, and you put as much distance as you can between you and the dog with him on the leash, and then you call him. And then he goes back to heel position. The command is Marty, heel, and he turns to go back to heel and back sitting. He's a happy boy. He's very, very bright. He knows when he can get over on someone, and he will try. Now this time when he stops at Rich's left, we're going to demonstrate the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and then stay. The down stay again is a command that you can practice right in your house. He was getting something off the ground. Yeah, sticks. And so this is what you do when the dog doesn't perform the command correctly. You go back and do it again. You don't lose your temper. You don't yell and holler. You just make him do it right. You're going to start out with about 1 minute, and you're going to work all the way up to 5 minutes with this command. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him, just as he did on the sit-stay, returning all the way back again to his shoulders, and then he gives him another command, and he heals out of that exercise. I mean, he's still very adolescent, so a lot of the, you know, silliness is just a puppy in adolescence. Nice automatic sit. With him seated, you give the down. Always have him seated first, and the stay before you walk away. So each command that you're running together in sequence, you have to tell him each time what you want. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to call him in. And Rich is quietly talking to him, keeping him focused. Very nice. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. This is a little bit harder exercise because you're not right next to the dog and he knows it. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your dog seated at your left. You're going to leave him in a sit-stay. You're going to turn to face him. This is the only time that you're going to use your right hand to give the command.
Down.
And you're going to drop him into a down from a distance. That was very nicely done. Now we have demonstrated for you all of the basic formal on-leash obedience commands. Heeling, automatic sits, sit-stay, down from a heel, down from a distance, and the come. All of these commands are the ones that you're going to be practicing with him. Use this video as a practice aid at home. We have totally enjoyed having him, and one of our trainers said today that he was going to miss him, which is a high compliment for this particular trainer. We've enjoyed having him, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.